Parthwell. Hello. Just getting started here. Oh wow, Chris, man, what's up? Look at that right off the bat. Thank you.
Your repurposed freighter
Hope
drifts
everyone's
through
doing
space.
well.
As you stare out at the
Officially,
star-flecked
it's not
void,
a
another ship
fundraiser
comes in.
stream,
Wait,
but
is this sci-fi? I
we'll
thought
take
we
'em.
agreed on a World War II campaign. Oh. Did we? That's
For
cool.
the hype
I can
train.
pivot.
Thanks,
The
Moose.
smell of smoke
Mandy.
curdles in your nostrils. Hold up, I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse
surviving.
campaign. Alright, here's what we're doing. It's the year
We are
3700.
surviving.
Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena
Rihanna.
plague abandoned
No.
nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, three strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job.
Log into.
Lot going on.
Yeah, I made good progress today.
Good.
Figured out a lot of stuff. I was out walking Chico in the. It's cold but beautiful outside. Cold meaning it's like 50 degrees, so cold by California standards.
Also,
Yeah. Let's see here. Twitch.
hey, Gianna. Good to see you. This is gonna be a fun one tonight. Ghost Tower of Inverness.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's another one of these old classics.
This
Yeah.
is a fun discussion. Getting ready to rock and roll here.
A story once spoken is ageless. The dungeon imagined without end. The curious are the ones most courageous. The tree that endures has to bend. From stillness the mad mage is stirring. From countless voices the castle takes shape.
Gonna
Zagig will test the enduring. Those
keep it
unlucky
moving here.
will never escape.
Set the giveaway up. Alright. Not that far behind. Snow's melting. I hear there's another storm coming this weekend. Who knows?
POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up and I was totally unprepared.
Huh.
I grabbed my ready,
up,
set,
Gary?
encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now
Hey,
on
Mox,
Kickstarter.
Alright.
POV, I had 30 minutes before my campaign group showed up and I was totally unprepared.
Second time.
I
always
grabbed my
forget what
ready
the
set
other one is.
encounter box and boom, everything I needed for an epic session. Adventure hooks, map tiles, loot tables, stat blocks, and miniatures, all ready to go. My players still think I spent hours planning our great dragon encounter. If you're a busy dungeon master, get Ready Set Encounter live now on Kickstarter.
Yeah. That's the wrong one. This one. Yep. I run that once. No, never let him see his sweat. And it looks like I'm going to have a guest sitting with me. I'll show you in a second. That's if she stays there.
Oh, you got a kitty.
Yeah. I put down my other sweatshirt and she in my chair and she's sitting in it now, but she hasn't decided she wants to stay in or not. Hey, Prometheus, what's up, man?
Yeah, I tucked Chico in after we had our walk, and he's so happy. If he could purr, he would, but he makes cute little sounds. Yep.
Cool. Tell George I said hi. Come on a little early and go over the streaming schedule for fundraiser again. We can do that. Thank you for the hype train. Unfortunately, Disorderly Dice is not running tonight because they're all sick.
Uh-oh.
So there goes. So our expanse into Wednesday did not go long. Unfortunately. Hey, Amanda. I sent Gianna her character. It's all done. For a week from Saturday. We are good. Get the schedule. Saturday. Oh, thank you. All right, and I are coming live. Mike will be on shortly. Cool. No, part 2. No, we're doing the Ghost Tower. I didn't know we're supposed to have a part 2 of White Plume Mountain.
Yeah, we could have one speculating what happened with Caraptus and whatnot in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not Legends of Lore. That's, right?
No, exactly. That. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Insomnia, I got you for VIP. Welcome. I'm keeping this sweatshirt on because the fireplace is on downstairs, so it's a little chilly up here, So Anna and I are here. Mike will be here any minutes, as usual. As we kick off, technically kick the week off. Yeah. Did he lose XP? Did I do it wrong, Jeremy? I must have messed up something. Typo or something? Hey, Tim. All right, so I'll check it. I'll check it. It's probably just me messing up something, math-wise. Let me shout out Tim here. Oh, too many shout-outs everywhere. So let's go over to and welcome. All right, so we have no stream tonight for the fundraiser. Disorderly Dice is not on because they're all sick. Yeah, and so they had like 3 players call out. So there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. So we do not start our first time into a Wednesday. Let me switch the desktop over here because that drives me nuts. There we go. Okay. Just so you're aware here, for those of you stream schedule for the fundraiser, I got some really good news on that. We'll share that in a second too. So thanks, Keith. Game Master Eric at 3. I'm at 7. And I'm going to run late into Darlings because she's starting at 9, so 2 hours isn't enough for me. So I probably won't be ready into her till like 10:30, and then Darling at 9. That's Thursday. Friday, Orc Skull at 10 a.m. Troll Lord at 3. Phantom NJ at 6. Sparkle Mandy at 9. Saturday, the ever mysterious Tim at 8 a.m. Mandy again at 12. Marquis at 3. These are all Eastern, everyone. Lord Gazumba, that's the main event with Ed, and that new miniature I got is ready to go, and it came undamaged, fortunately. 6, and Vulcan Myth at 9. Sunday, Phantom NJ at 9:30. Stronghold at 2, and the cabin roughly between 6:30 and 7. All right. Some highlights. Tomorrow's game, I have one of my players, so I have Tom. That's wrong there. Of course, I hit that wrong. So tomorrow, Mutations of the Mall. We got Tony. We got it's a little Myriad. Show Me the Dice Amanda, Bella's Deadly, and Asher Liar with less experience. However that happened. So, whoops. You know what? I bet you I know what happened. I had a print off sheet for you, and you handed it back. Did you hand me back your sheet on? Did you hand me back your sheet from the game at Page? If you did, I may have then used an older one. Yeah, I think that's what it was. What are you 8,000 short, or what are you before? Just let me know how much you're short from the last time, and I'll fix it. Man, it's no big deal. Yeah, that was definitely on me. So look at that great group Thursday night, tomorrow night. Mutations of them all ready to rock and roll. Got some great pictures for it, and then we'll have some fun with that. And then just another highlight. Tim, there's Tim. Saturday morning, 8 a.m. The Reverse Dungeon. And then here we go with Darling Bones, Ed, Brett, and Curtis. Maybe one other player. We'll see. At 6 p.m. That's gonna be a tough one. Good news here. Let me strip this back. So the note on me is it says 445. That's just from my channel. We're at $1,120 already. So we are $31,001 away from the goal. Woo! Yes, already. So without even technically even starting, $31,100. $1, $31,001. So there you go. Waiting on Mike here. I'm gonna put Patrick. I sent you a message back there. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah, can you put the link to this Tiltify
Oh yeah,
page in?
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. That way I
You
can
can click
bookmark it.
on
We can
2 things.
bookmark
You can
it
go
and
down and click on the Abominations Abound
yeah.
picture
hmm
below,
Yeah.
and one
Then we
second.
can
Yeah,
both
of course.
donate, and we
Oops, I
can.
had hit a really wrong
It's so
button
cool
there.
to have the tab open during this,
Yeah,
so we
one
can see
second.
how
Where the
the.
hell is it? That's it. That could
Awesome,
work.
thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah, that's great, because then we can keep it bookmarked, so we can have it open and see how the
yeah.
how it
Yeah.
develops. Yep.
So if you're a streamer, just note Chuck is running late and running behind on stuff, but I'll have 2 $10 gift certificates, Troller Games for digital content giveaways for every stream. And he promised them to me by like 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I will get them all out. So if you have 2 streams, you get 4, that's how it'll work. All right. So everyone will get at least 2 $10 gift certificates to Troller Games. Yep. So there we go. Fun times on that. All right, I'll leave that in the background here. I can just bring this down because that's what we're going to talk about. It's only 7 o'clock on the nose, so we are nice and early. Yeah, I will get you, Eric. I'll get you those 2 gift certificates because you're the first to go with Disorderly Dice not going tonight because of illness. So you're gonna kick things off tomorrow, and then I'll be second. So it'll be good. It'll be good. So Ghost Tower of Inverness, a really cool adventure. One that has, unlike, and I didn't put White Plume up there because I wasn't the original didn't like draw me in, but the return did, and I didn't want to put a return up there on this wall. So um
Oh,
oh
you
cool
didn't
horse
want to put a return up?
up on this on this wall. I no on this on
Okay.
the wall of fame. I
Not
don't
even
know.
return. If the return is better than the original, then
Well, the
you should
original,
put
neither
it.
of them are up on White Plume Mountain.
Yeah,
So neither of those are up here.
I
Um,
wouldn't have a problem,
yeah,
but if the return is good enough, then that's it.
yeah,
But
but
yeah,
it did make the cut. I mean, I could really get rid of U3 maybe, but U3 has one of the
uh-huh.
funniest stories of all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's White Plume
Yeah.
Mountains on my wall of fame in my basement, uh, for classic adventures, from
Mm-hmm.
this early
Yeah.
era, that we ran, lots and lots of great ones. We haven't really looked at it in a couple of years, probably been 5 years since I've really made a look see at it if I want to change anything out, but I don't think I do right now. Some of them have, some of them you're like, well, why the hell is Q1 up there, right? Q1's up there because having the alternate material plane locations was just genius at that for that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, uh, yeah. Well, I have that here. I'm going to see that here. I think I have them. Hold on. Wall of Fame joke or joke two here. Here's Wall of Fame joke two there, Gary, just for you. Look at this. So we have Vale the Mage. We have Castle Greyhawk, the Doom Grinder, Puppets, Child's Play Gargoyle, Return to the Temple of Elemental Evil. Uh, this one's funny. Whatever it says, what the fuck? With the Barrier Peaks one. Holy crap, bugs. Falcon's Revenge. You would put Expedition to the Ruins of Greyhawk on here. That's funny. Yeah, so that was a spoof one that Gary did for me, kind of a joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you did a good job on that
Yeah,
one.
that's joke two. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Let me see if I have joke. I don't know what the
Maybe.
difference is between one and two. Yeah, you added a couple. You added more in two. All right. Yeah, that's funny, man. That's a joke. Uh, okay. Yep. So there's the original. So White Plume Mountain is on here. It's one I didn't run early on. Um, I don't know. We're talking 10, 12, 15 years ago. I ran it now. You love the Barrier Peaks, but Gary hates the Barrier Peaks. Anna does not like the Barrier Peaks for Farsuk. Lots of people don't like the Barrier Peaks. Now Andrew Scott Perry loves the Barrier Peaks and all the tech, with Guilds of Warp, so it's just to each his own, right? Yeah. For me, it's not up there for mine because I'm like, you know what? Having someone walking around with a blaster rifle and power armor going through like the
Yeah,
next
for me,
adventure after
that's not
that. No, yeah.
Greyhawk. That's not fantasy and Greyhawk for me.
It's awesome, Mike. It'll be shown. It's a sneak peek tomorrow night, but it'll be shown on Saturday's game. Yeah, with Ed. That's when it'll be going. So, White Plume Mountain on the 30 greatest D&D modules list. I think it is. I think it's really low though. I think it's like 28 or something like that, Gary. If I recall, I think it is because they tried to get everyone on with at least one. So I think yeah, I'm almost positive it is. I could be wrong, but yeah. So now they do eventually, but do you really want to go through that in an old school fantasy medieval setting with laser rifles and blaster rifles and needler pistols and all the other stuff that's the wound healing canisters and all the other crazy stuff? Hey, Fuzz. And Fuzz, thanks for your giveaway item, the Temple of Elemental dual pack. I really appreciate it. Lots of politics, yeah. And we redid it. Remember, guys, we redid it last year's virtual GreyHawk and came up with, that you won actually won over Hamlet. So yeah, if I recall, that Salt Marsh was number one, which was interesting because everyone had it in their heart for it. So, it, so hey, Mike, we're just talking. We're talking
Hello.
about the con and stuff beforehand.
Okay.
Number 11. All right, it's
Yeah.
11 on the top 30. Thank you. So this shows. Now we had Alan Hammock on years ago.
Yeah.
This he gave us some good information, which I still have from that Gavin, and I brought it to this because there is this. And you're like, what the hell is that? Well, this is Alan Hammock's world
Yep.
before it got merged into GREYHAWK.
Yeah, they have a kind of parallel history. The White Blue Mountain and Ghost Tower of Inverness, in that they were both entered into GREYHAWK. They had a prior life, so to speak, in private campaigns, and then got inserted into GREYHAWK.
Absolutely.
And they were neither of them were convention, or they weren't convention games that were run as competitive games. The convention, they were people's home campaigns or home games and
Well,
modules
they were,
before
but they
they.
were done as competitive modules, both of them, right? Especially Ghost
Yeah,
Tower.
later on, but that was not their
Yeah.
original
Right.
intent, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you can see this is all his. And I'm trying to see where the
Yeah.
Ghost Tower is on this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I forget where it is. It has to be near the water somewhere. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's just where I placed it, where
Maybe
you
they
placed
change.
it.
Maybe they. Well, I place it there from the C2 module, but this
Yeah.
might be prior to C2. So yeah,
Is this the world from Divine Right?
that might be. Yeah. I don't even know what the
Part
divine
of it?
right.
I don't know. Now, Dale, you're having me go down a rabbit hole right now. That's a great question, and you're gonna make me get out my Divine Right. Yeah, they had Elfland, not Dwarfland. Yeah, this is not. It's not Divine Right. Yeah, it's not. They had Elfland. Yep, you're absolutely correct. Oh, there's Patrick. Thanks. $200 from Canadian Ancient Gamer. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it. Getting us up there, keeping it going. So it's on here somewhere on this map, and so, but if you know, I don't know if stuff got melded in that was like partial here. Here's the Crystal Mountains. Did they become the Crystal Mist Mountains? I don't know. And the Mountains of the Falconers is here, right? The Hegemony, the Land of Red Magic. Yeah, Mountains of the Death Dwarves.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then whatever Ning is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the Forbidden Desert, Lord of Sands. I think that's Sands.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the world of Alan Hammock that Ghost Tower of Inverness came from. Yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, I agree. That's too straight for me.
you get, maybe it's intentionally like that. Maybe it's an
hmm
intentional barrier of some sort magically.
Yeah,
Who
there are
knows?
mountains that are fairly
Right.
straight, seen from space, at least in the real world too. But yeah.
But note that this shows that like it was we know four, we know five: Hammock's World, Johnson's, Chicks, Blackmore, and Lens, right? Lendor Isle, all of them are
Yeah.
pulled in, together. So and a lot of these names are not recognized. So who knows how much from this? I don't. Probably not much, unless they renamed them and there was something that was similar. But this was Allen's. So And he's got look just like Anna, your complaint. All his rivers run south.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they do that here too?
Yeah, look, they all run into the.
See? Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yep.
just a habit where you have on the paper. You're like,
Oh, exactly. When you
yeah.
draw on paper, you want to draw the things fall downwards, so to speak. So, yep.
Gary, they all are. To
Oh,
get them
yeah.
all on at the same time would be Herculean at this
That's
point.
tough. Yeah. And
But
Alan
I can.
Hammock is really nice when you talk to him. He's
He is.
very, very nice person.
Harold Johnson may be difficult. Schick doesn't go to anymore. He lives in Ireland. He doesn't go to cons anymore.
Yeah.
So Johnson's was Tomocon.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and yeah, we can't do them either. Pen and tape. So there's only a few left. But
Yeah.
we can have Johnson and
But at least
Hammock
we've
on.
had him on once, so that was
Yeah,
the good thing. Yep.
absolutely. How you doing, Mike? You good?
Yeah.
Hey,
I almost forgot about today.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The USA hockey team almost blew it today too. If you watch that game.
Yeah. Swedes almost beat them.
Oh, yeah, they tied it with a minute and a half left.
I don't know. I just saw this my headlines that
Yeah, I
the
was like,
Swedes
Anna,
were
you're watching
holding.
hockey? Wow.
No, I don't watch it now, but I used to sometimes when it was back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them. So
Overtime.
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Apologize. It was a boring game. Good game, but boring game. All right, so this is Ghost Tower of Inverness C2. C1's Tomoacon. This is the first cover. This didn't have a monochrome cover. Comes out in 1980.
Yeah.
Early on. Very, very early.
I like the illustration. It's action filled and cool.
It's got to be Earl Otis, right?
I think so.
That's my guess. We'll take a look inside.
They don't
On
have.
this.
Let's see if they usually have it in the end somewhere, but yeah, credits. Art, Jeff D. Editing. Jeff D. David LaForce, Jim Rosloff, Errol Otis, David C. Sutherland, and Bill Willingham.
So it wasn't.
So,
It was Earl Otis.
yeah, Errol Otis is mentioned on the fourth on the art credits. So
yeah, where's that in the very back?
Yeah, it's on page. Hang on a second. Page 16.
16.
Yep, at the bottom right, page 16.
Doesn't say who the cover is. I think it's Otis. It looks like him.
I think so. Yeah, it looks like him, but it just says art.
That's the same crew. I mean, that's the same crew that did almost all the artwork for the one, whatever last week, White Blue Mountain.
They were probably
Big
hired around that time too, around 1980. Yeah.
Levels 5 to 7, so a reasonable amount of levels. Excuse me, 1 second.
Yeah, now it needs to. Yep.
By the way, does everyone see my special guest tonight? My cat right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Tortie. She's just sitting there chilling out. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
I figured I laid something down the other day when I was working up here, and then she started sitting in the chair because there was something soft.
She claimed it. Yep.
Yeah. So now it's
now it's hers.
habit. Yeah.
Yep.
For now. So. Yep. That's it's Tori the Tortie. Okay. So 5 to 7, a very tough adventure.
Mm-hmm.
You can be permanently killed in this really easily. So you need to, man. You got to put that Altamira shirt on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me just see if this thing's updating itself. Yep. All right. Patrick, thank you. It's a 645 on my bar, 1320. Awesome. Thank you so very much. Returning modules that became the best ones. Is it nostalgia or are they really good? I think it's a combination of both. Greg, we'll say this. You know a lot of Carlos's games, right? Carlos has some fantastic adventures, right? They're not tournament style at all. And exclamation point drawing, Mox. Exclamation point drawing. To get in on those giveaways.
Yeah, Captain Bone, Mike needs pet too. Yeah.
No.
So that's a good question as to, are they really this good? I love this adventure. It's got a lot of cool things in it. Now,
Uh-huh.
we're not bashing anyone, but we're going to later. I'll let Anna do all the bashing. Anna found the vaunted return to Ghost Tower of Inverness. It's right. Anna,
Yeah,
correct. It's
I have the
nothing great.
PDF. I have the PDF up here, but I haven't read it much as
Yeah.
I can remember. So yeah.
Because I remember Josh Pop told me a couple years ago. I think it was at the 50th, dude. Alan's running the return to. You got to get in on that. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
but I didn't know anything about it, and now we have it, and then we're like,
Mhm. Yeah.
that will show it to you. I know there's one or two people I think who played in that game. Return to Ghost Tower of Inverness that was run at the 50th Gary Con. We'll see if anyone shouts out that they did that. All right.
Yeah.
Typical dungeon, fit it all on one page. Right? Blue was always the color back then. I guess it just made the most sense.
Well, no, that was for copyright protection because the Xerox machines back then
Oh, the
couldn't do blue
Xerox
copies.
machines couldn't do
Yeah.
it. You could do black, but they couldn't do
Oh
blue.
yeah. That's why they were made blue. Yep. It was a
Uh,
copyright protection or so you couldn't copy it. Yep.
yeah, this is definitely a funhouse dungeon there,
Yeah.
Greg.
That was
All right.
at least that was the ad. They probably could fairly quickly, but exactly. So they were done that way. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you for reminding me about that. And just note, what is a funhouse dungeon? It's a dungeon that doesn't make ecological sense. Okay, right? When you think about it, like, why is this here and then the next room this is here? That's a funhouse dungeon, right? I would never have a funhouse dungeon in her campaign.
No, 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 no.
So yeah, so it's definitely a funhouse dungeon.
They're not fun.
Yeah, yeah. Now,
And
whose
that's
signature
meant
is
to be
that up
fun.
here? Is that Earl? Earl again? EO?
Looks like Errol.
Oh, she got down. All right. Yeah, because this is that's the same female face from Rogues Gallery. Yep. So, shadowed from the past, the ghost tower of Inverness has loomed ever larger in the mind of the great seer of Ernst. Now he's convinced the Duke that an expedition should be organized to go to the ancient keep and recover its greatest treasure, the fabled soul gem. Someone asked earlier, is this guy who did this, is he a Flan or a Sewell? I don't know if it's ever been decided which he was. So, yeah, I love mimeographs. Yeah.
No, the module's not going to go into that, but you can, the educated guess from the context of where it's placed would say he's Flan.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's Flan. Yeah.
Now, oh, I forgot a map. For those of you who are like, well, where is this now in GREYHAWK?
Yeah.
Let me bring it up.
I'm putting a link to Drive Through RPG. They have the C2 available PDF for $4 or $5. So yeah,
Whoa.
if you're interested, yeah.
All
And
right.
they also have a soft cover for $7. So yeah, might be pre-human. That's kind of tough. Nah, yeah, but Flan
I
to
doubt
me
it.
seems like the best. But it's one of these you can make your choice. But
Okay.
I kind of like him as a Flan. Yep. I placed it on a little
So here's
peninsula
Hardby.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Now, for me, this made total sense. And I love foreshadowing. And so when we started running out of Hardby, the first group, the Hardby Irregulars, were doing a lot of ship piracy missions and treasure hunting missions all along the Woolly Bay. And I had it so that they were coming, they were going out this way down, and there was a thunderstorm, lightning storm. And if you know the history on it, that's the only time it becomes visible. And this is the picture that I shared. Yep.
Yeah, this is a good illustration. I really like that. It has a wonderful perspective.
Yeah. So.
Looks like a woodcut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's another. That's Earl as well. So that, hey Rob, I said to everyone, no disorderly dice tonight. So no first stream. They are all sick. So GM Eric will start it off tomorrow. I'm trying to find Rob's shout out. Oh my God, I have 2 minutes. There we go. So, yep. All right. So I ran this later on for them as a mission. You know, in prep, I had a lot of adventures prepped out for them, including adventures in the area Anna added for me to Gravemore here. You know, I had a whole bunch, but that was one. That was one that was published source early on that I kept and held for that, running it. Well, by the way, Blue Bay right here. That's Patrick's town. The map's downstairs. You get,
Yep.
for that, so you got added. Okay. So this module is in reference in the second D&D movie, Wrath of the Dragon God. That's
I haven't seen them in forever.
which one's Wrath of the
Never
Dragon
even.
God? Is that the one
I don't
with
think
the?
I've ever heard of.
That's not the
Straight
one. That's
to
what.
sci-fi.
Okay. Yeah, but it's live actors. I don't even remember that one. Which is the one with Jeremy Irons, and they have like 500 red dragons and 500 gold dragons fighting in the sky.
That's the original.
That's
Oh,
the
that's the
original.
original D&D movie. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first movie. They made a second one. Please
Oh, yeah.
Please tell me there were no
Maybe
Wayans there
3
were
or
no
4.
Wayans
They
brothers in
made
the second one.
3, I think they.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they made 3. I think I've seen the first 2, but not
Oh
the
my
third one. I
God.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Okay.
Oh, 4th. Oh, well, is that including the new one that made a couple of years ago?
Okay.
Yeah. Then the modern 4th one. Yeah.
I was just telling last night, Gianna and Amanda, about Jason Statham's what In the Name of the King or whatever it is, and I was like, no one even remembers this thing. Like, oh, cool. Straight to DVD. I don't even remember it. Yeah. All right. So 1980. This module was originally written WinterCon 8 in Detroit, November of 1979.
Right.
Mm. To think that they had a convention in Detroit back then. Wow. Okay. WinterCon 8. All right, cool. So notes for the DM. You were at Moose, you were at this con? Really? Huh. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about that, Patrick. Because like Robert Plant, like when he breaks up from Led Zeppelin, and he has the song Worst of Detroit, and that's like you got to be 83, 84. Very young? Okay. Said I went to Gen Con East in 1982, and that's the only time I ever met Gary Gygax. So, you know, when he was at that Gen Con East at Widener College in Philly. Okay. So it talks about Gallop Dreidel.
Yeah.
I don't want to say dreidel. Gallop Dreidel, right? Yeah. So who's messaging me? Okay. Know that you in the elder days before the invoked devastations. This goes way back. In the Rain of Colors, fire and ancient peaks of the eyebrows still thrust sharp, majestic, and the flan tribes were but newcomers of the land where existed a bright desert in the mouth of the river Celentan, a great fortress called Inverness.
Mm-hmm.
The walls of this castle were said to be proof against enemies and all things magical or natural. Said to dwell the great wizard Gallop Dreidel at his height of his power and glory, and all he did lift the castle and from the very foundation of rock which rested. So, yes, they cut his head off, and then the one guy says, they say, torture this man, and then the other guy, they're like, I got something worse. Take him to Detroit. Yep. Sam, good one. Sam, who's the hero of that movie? There's actually someone with that name in Twitch who watches a lot of Bones and Darling shows, and it has its own Twitch channel, actually. Thanks, Baker. Oh, come on, man. You gonna make me write it? Big Jim Slade, former tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. All right. I know that went over everyone's head. But when you see Big Jim Slade gaming, now you go, ah! Yeah. Every time I raid into Darling, he's on. So, all right. So it sounds like this guy, he left on a journey over the river Sellington and did not return. He probably went to Detroit. At this time, there came a great multitude of superstitious peoples from surrounding lands who laid siege to the castle, threw down the great tower. It came to pass that despite this seeming victory over their feared former master, the people did not shun the area and said, on fog, shroud nights, the great central tower of Fortress Inverness could be seen. Why do you think he's flanned from that? I guess because it's
It's
before the
more the
Evoke devastation.
time and yeah,
Okay.
it's that age, so to speak. But on the other hand, like you said, they could have been Torhun, or there might have been others that apart from the Flan that got lost in history, so to speak, too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Near Solm, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's where
Yeah.
Anna placed it. It's not
Very
far.
near.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Time wise,
oh no, Solm's well
no,
before.
probably.
It's post Solm. Definitely post Solm. Good question though. Like here, so if we come here, here's the Bright Desert, and here's
Mhm.
the lands of Solm.
And it was also a convenient little empty spot there that was nothing there, so it was good to put it there.
I
It's
like where you
roughly
placed it,
halfway.
Anna. Just for it
Yeah,
works
it's a
for me.
halfway between Salintan and so it fits the description, so to speak. That's why I put it in there. Yeah.
Yep. So it works. Because it was never, if I recall, was it ever officially placed on the map?
No, I don't think so. I think I picked the spot, but there might be a map somewhere that someone put it, but I don't think there's an official map that placed it.
I'm not me. I'm just having fun.
But hang on a second. Let me check on the GREYHAWK maps. But I
Okay.
probably placed it there roughly the same. But this is interesting to see here.
All right.
I don't know.
So my guess is that all this, thanks, Patrick, all this was written after Alan had it in his game and he had to come up with a backstory. All right. Now he might have had Gallup Dreidel in it in his thing, but it's all of it's later on. It's retconned in from Alan's campaign into this, which is cool. It just works,
Yeah.
He said, Patrick, thank you. A lot of what you get early on, and when you think about it, Gary did a lot of writing and a lot of things, but there's a lot of content that came from these early employees at TSR that made the original GREYHAWK what it is. Like the A series is all other offers, right? All four. And they were all tournament modules, written at conventions. So A492. Okay, is that close to that, or is that not anywhere near it? So yeah, we'll have to check on it.
I'd be shocked if it wasn't where it's at.
Okay. A492. I don't have a Darlene map to take a look at real quick. So the Great Seer of Ernst, which is he mentioned anywhere else, Mike, that you know of besides this adventure?
Maybe.
Okay.
Not prior to that.
Right, but like in other publications, it's been used since this point.
After that,
Yes.
living GREYHAWK probably.
Okay.
I mean, definitely
Okay.
living GREYHAWK, but in between, not
That's
sure.
It's cool moves.
Just trying to find the GREYHAWK map here. Because I didn't have a digital version that was high enough resolution to see if that was Ghost
Yeah.
Tower of Inverness that was on the map or not.
So, Gallup Dreidel had this soul gem. So turning to Justinian, look at that name. That's close. Justinian. Lord Mark, Duke of Ernst, for aid. The seer recounted him the story of the soul gem and of the magician's own unsuccessful attempt to recover it. He convinced the Duke that the gem could be both a powerful protection from one enemies, a great tool from which to battle the forces of evil. Of course, it's for good purposes. They're trying to get this. Of course. He convinced that he, the seer, knew how to use the gem's power, but could teach the Duke Lornar's knowledge. Yeah. If I recall, well, it's just random when it goes off. If Justinian was taken, yeah, okay. The seer advised Lord Justinian a small band of powerful and experienced adventurers might succeed. Of course, because if they die, no one cares, too, right? So that's there. Come on, most adventurers are expendable, right? Most of them. This thing keeps on moving. You know. All right, so it's a test of ingenuity and resourcefulness. There was little hack and slay involved once players are in the tower. So true. That is definitely true. No, nope. Soul Gem have inspired a Sarek? Nope. Sarek is Gary's own creation.
Uh,
Tomb of Horrors. So is okay. Where's A491? Is it in that spot or is it? I'm just Do we?
if it's A, it's probably right along the edge of that second map. So it's going to be,
Yeah.
like I said, where it's
Look at that,
placed
man. It's
along
got
the
a
Woolly
pile of
Bay.
stuff there.
Yeah, I have a pile of maps and stuff here, so it was in this pile, so but it was under a bunch of other stuff. So let's see here.
Dale, I have all right. Well, what we have, I don't think is Living GREYHAWK, or is it? This is later than this is much later. This is Adventurers League Return to Ghost Tower. Maybe it's a fifth. That's third edition. It's a fifth edition version. Yeah, I don't have a third edition one. And Dale says there's a third edition Return to Ghost Tower.
Returned? Is that a third? The
That's
only
Dale.
thing that
Dale says. Return to Ghost Tower was the core special at Gen Con in like 2003.
okay.
Anna will look for it. She's almost got every single thing.
Yeah, we'll see if I can find it. Hang on a second. Now I need to find it again, but hang on
Yeah.
a second. First, I'm going to look at this map. Oh, it's hard to find out which of the
Well, that's
it's
it.
actually on the right.
I don't
right.
know about 2003, but I got a blog post from 2011 about the 4E Ghost Tower.
Oh my.
Where is tower?
Okay, good. Well, keep that up for when we get through the first edition one, and we'll definitely take a look at that too. So you got a blog post from 2011 on it? Wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a news item.
That's good though. That's good. We get to look at it. Yeah. You played it there first, Gen Con and Indy. Core S3-03, Anna. COR S3-03.
Okay, hang on a second.
That's okay. Maybe I can bring it up here. All right. So look, tournament play rules. Here's a disclaimer. The Ghost Tower has been designed for experienced players, and the mistake of equating experienced characters with experienced players should be avoided. A party of inexperienced players may become frustrated in a short period of time, especially under tournament conditions. Experienced players, on the other hand, should find Ghost Towers an enjoyable and challenging experience, whether used for tournament or a normal game. There you go. Yep. If anyone has it, let me know. If I can't find it. All righty. Of course, the Chamber, since Duke Justinian Lorimer of Ernst, so you do talk to him. And he says, most of you have been convicted of, oh, look at it. So you're all bad guys, right? And you're all cannon fodder. It says here, I'm imagining why you have been brought before me. Most of you have been convicted of crimes which you should spend the greater part of your lives in my dungeons. You scumbags.
Yep.
And yes, so oh, they have the names of all the of all the pre-gens. Yeah, Zenithar. Yeah, so oh man, you dare defy a royal order and continue to dabble in sorceries which I had forbidden all my people in my realm. Oh, that's mean. Oh, so Destiny tried stealing the crown jewels. All right. Of all you, Lihan is the only one who should not spend the rest of her life in prison. I am deeply honored, Lihan, your monastery saw fit to offer your services to me as payment of this year's taxes. What was that, Anna?
I found it. I'm going to put it in. I just need to save it on.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. All righty. Time to risk crashing the stream. I'll bring up my Discord here so I can pull it out.
Yeah, hang on a second. I just need to save it first. It was
problem.
a bit
No
too.
problem. So it looks as if you got characters that are pre-gens, but no one uses the pre-gens, right? Everyone uses their own. Oh my gosh.
There we go.
I got like
Living now. I find it again. Living GREYHAWK. Here we go.
all right. Oh, Sam put it. Yes, yes. Sam threw it in my Discord. You
awesome.
threw. It's this. Wait a minute. It's the same one.
There we go.
Or is that? No, that's a different one. Oh no. That's the wrong one. That's the other. I'm trying to download it. Anna put it into here. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Why isn't it down? Oh, there it is. It's downloading over here, but it's deferring to that. Okay. Sorry for the confusion, everyone.
Yeah. I'll just try to figure out if it actually is on.
Anna has the 4E. All right,
I have the 5E and the 3E. Yeah. Now 4E I never heard of.
No, well, here, let me just cut these and put these in and I'll open them up and take a look. All right.
It's interesting that they redo all of these every edition. It's the classic ones just come out in new versions.
Are these different? I don't think they're different, Sam.
I have a 3A was mine, but it might be different from.
They look the same. I'll just leave them both up here for now.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I appreciate you all letting us know because I'm interested to take a look at that.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can close this out now. Okay. All right. All righty. So, you will be given enough gold to equip yourself. I will provide you with the most wondrous magical amulet. It will return you to Royal Palace and you press the center stud. Wow. I teleport back without error.
That's rare.
Yes, it is. So here it says you are granted title to an ownership of any and all treasure save the soul gem that you remove from the keep. You have a tariff of 20%. There you go. All right, there are wandering monsters in here, and they're all detailed here. You know, lots of stuff. Just a mix. It is like I said, it is a fun house dungeon. So you look at all this stuff, but you do get other adventures in here too. Look, there's an illusionist by himself wandering around. So yeah. All right, I'll take a
I've
look.
ran this fairly recently,
Yeah.
and I would be utterly shocked if anyone got the soul gem during a convention play.
It's too long. It just you
It's
cannot.
very
4 hours you cannot get through it unless you
right.
are just like boom, boom, boom. Because you got to do all the sections, if I recall, right? You got to
There,
get.
there's
Yeah.
like 4 sections. You got
Yeah.
to get the
Yeah.
keys, and yeah.
Is it there too, Anna, on that map?
Yeah, it is. It's on
All right, so
this
it's
map.
on the pies. It's on the Lazaretti
Yeah.
map right there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, but we placed it roughly the same, so to
Yeah.
speak. I think I placed mine a bit north of this. So,
Okay.
and they're independently placed because I placed mine before this
Wow.
came out,
Well, maybe
and I don't think they looked at my map back then. But you never know. You never know. That
All right.
might have happened. But
So
yeah,
you need to get through and where the map is. Where is it? Is it up here? So you need to get through all. If I recall, you need to get this door open all 4 times, right? All these. So you got to go through all 4 sections.
Yeah, there's some kind of keys that
Yeah.
you have to get.
Yeah. So you got to get through them all. Yeah. Well, we'll show you. We'll show you those. They take out a lot of rooms. So there's a lot of visual aids in this, which is cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and they talk about like bad things that can happen. And look, it's a lot about tournament play in this adventure. So it's like a lot of this is not going to apply to like pages and pages of this is not going to apply to a normal group
And I
going in.
found my
There you
my
go.
printed one too. Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right. So if it's look, they say 5 to 10 adventurers if it's uses a standard campaign. Parties and lower level characters should be much larger. Yeah. Yeah. Some of the all right. We did that already, and the tournament background that we went through. All right, here we go. So you're going to have a series of tests through each. Like here, those are the keys. Right here, those are the keys, and then they interlock. Right. So this is what you're looking for. All 4 keys are necessary for enter into the central room. So and there's a key, and then they'll just. It's almost like a magnetic or whatever. Gallop Dreidel used the keys, but he knew the area so well he could easily bypass all his own traps. Right. So note that. See, look here, not for tournament use. So some of them say right off the bat, don't use this room if you with a time frame. You can't do it, right? There's one not for tournament use. So, and this is random monsters start appearing when you when you try and get right across the room. That's all it is. It's a simple trap. And you randomly roll. You have 6 different types: hellhound, lizard, spider, decrata, rust monster, giant spitting snake. Yep. So, nah, BB, I don't think so. Yep, non-tournament. Now this room is a lot of bugbears. Now they're just imagine they're just standing there for until you open the door, right? So it's almost like everything's in suspended animation.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doc.
Is that the chess room?
No, this is the bugbear room.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then up here's be statues. The center of the room is a north wall. It's a 10-foot long 5x5 stone sarcophagus. So they're in temporal stasis. 4 animate, and then they keep on going. Flying and levitation spells will still animate the monsters. Characters using Dimension Door and Teleport will not activate, regardless of whether the room is entered or passed thereby. So there you go. There's your trick. If you have the spell. All right. Yeah, and first key is done that quick. Boom. Wow, that was easy. I got the first key. All right. So that's just that's the warm up one. Yeah. Yeah, it's one, and we'll show the tournament ones, and I know the 5th edition one's definitely really short.
At this point, you're not even in the ghost tower yet.
No, you're not. This is just to get into the ghost tower. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Mike. This is just all the tests you got to do through. Right, you got a rubble room in here. There's a mana core. All right, some skeletons. Let's see here. I know there's something here. Your throat burns. You need the potion. Miss. Uh, yeah, it talks about the missability guide there. The illusory ball. Um, the crystal pedestal. See, it's just a lot of trap slash puzzle types going through. Once again, both of them are not for tournament use.
Now, about the funhouse
Hmm.
ecology of the place, the wizard Gallop, he is intentionally, it's kind of like White Plume Mountain or Tomb of Horrors. He intentionally is testing people and, putting that stuff there, or they're in temporal stasis, etc. I don't think there really is an ecology to it, this place.
No.
The ecology is just that everything's in suspended animation. And then after the players are done, you get returned to Ghost Tower where it's restocked, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out shortly.
Yeah, so Funhouse for sure.
All right. So this crystal pedestal, comprehensive language does not provide yeah, the words and creatures they release. Each time a person engraved on the pedestal, one of the creatures is released. Yeah.
When I ran this a few years ago, I ran it in 5th edition on the fly.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
It worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most monsters are kind of standard. You can just pick them
Yeah.
from the monster manual, I
Yeah.
guess. So yeah.
Yep.
And traps, I guess, they have their 5e equivalent as well.
Except for this one part where, and I hope none of my friends are on, I accidentally replaced a mana core with a chimera.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
in my head, I'm just thinking mythological monsters. I got the two confused.
Yeah,
And
but
one's a little tougher than the other.
yeah, but it's funny.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, especially well, as long as if it was a Gorgomer, it would be even more tough. But yeah.
So BB, no, the time travel aspect is not planned out. The time travel aspect, I think, is just what maybe keeps it it's not easily accessible.
Right.
Uh,
It's almost like pocket planed in time
yeah,
to get to the treasure, to get to the soul gem, right?
yeah,
I think
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm not even really sure. Now that I mention it, I don't even think the Wizard Gallop is even around anymore.
No, I don't
So
know what happened to it.
I could be wrong on the restocking thing. It might restock itself. Maybe the Ghost Tower itself is doing it. I really don't remember reading it.
Yeah, you will be technically traveling into the past.
Yes, and I have a story on that too later.
Cool. The bead curtain. So more, yeah, like I said, a lot of these say, not for tournament. This is Northeast. So it starts off with one that's not tournament at all. Yeah, and the monk gets assistance there. The 5 cubicles. So this is one of my favorites. This was pretty smart for its time. Now it's old school, especially since it was done in Doctor Who all the time and a lot of other things. But they put you, you come out in a spot on the board here, right?
Yeah, that has that illustration.
Right, and
Yeah, I
then
remember this.
Yeah.
yeah, and then you
Yeah,
have
that's a
to.
classic D&D illustration been
play.
used
Yeah,
many
and they have
times
all
when
the
you have
different
the
colors, and the
chessboard.
colors have nothing to do with it. It's all a trap.
No, but it kind of, yeah, except that
Uh-huh.
illustration. Yeah, that
Yeah,
has been used in the art book and various
yeah,
others. Yeah.
you need to know that You need to move like a chess piece that you're on. It's that simple.
But when you paint different colors like that, players will spend an hour trying to figure out what
Well,
the
yeah,
heck,
absolutely.
which one to step
Yeah.
on
If it
and
was
stuff.
just black and white,
Yeah,
like a chessboard or a checkers board, or
yeah.
red
I
black,
remember I
then you'd
had
be like, yeah.
a map in. I
Yeah.
just happened to choose a texture in a VTT map, and they spent half an hour trying to figure out where the traps were, and there was nothing intent with that.
Yeah.
Nothing. There was no intent behind it. It just looked cool, and I chose it. Yeah.
Here. So that's the bugbears.
That's
Visual aid
interesting,
one.
Anna, because that is something that can found a first level character
Chess.
or a 20th level character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's the
Yep.
chessboard.
Yep.
Yep. That was cool. It was smart. Yeah. Tap it with your 10-foot pole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The most inexplicable item of all time. Yeah. Carrying that around in a dungeon. There you go. And that's what it's on every door. I like this picture. That's what's on every door. Osloff.
That's a good illustration. I
Yeah,
like it.
absolutely. I got some more visual aids that we haven't gotten to yet. Those three. So, and then the character sheets. So they put them all in the middle for some reason. You
Where the
wouldn't.
staples are at.
Yeah. The actual characters is provided. Your armor. Yeah. To buy, you had points. You could start with buying stuff. You could, this is using the tournament characters. Yep. Price lists.
It's a nice piece of heraldry there.
That.
Yeah, that's
That's a bear, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's Ernst.
It's Ernst, yeah.
Yeah, Principality of Ernst.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back here to the chessboard. Okay. Metal doors, yeah. Central room. So if you get through all this, the indentation is filed, the line appears in the center of the blank wall. Get the keys, colors swirl once you put them in. And now you're back in time in the ghost tower.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, you are there. So technically, the first part had nothing to, it was all the tests. There's more
yeah, it's
tests
like
still.
it's just a ruin, and
Yeah.
then when you go back in time, it's
Now there is a map showing this. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, there's a lot more of bad tests here. I thought there was. That's the upper ruins. It's destroyed. I thought there was a side picture. Here it is. There it is.
ah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and yes, that is upside down because you're going to do You're going to do just like in Stranger Things. You're going to do an upside down. But you got all these here: air level, right? Air level, earth level, fire level, water level, and then the jewel room. So yeah, air, earth, fire, water. That's the way it goes. Yep.
No heart.
That's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Now that's the tower itself. So go through those all the way up until you get to this room, which is where all hell. Look at that. You can just tick, tick, tick. If you're in, I guess if you're DMing. I don't know. So I remember the one time we did, and Anna was part of our team. We did the tournament thing on.
Oh God.
So what
That was
channel
funny.
was that? It was in
Yeah, we were trying to solve the mystery and
yeah, and
do
we
the
didn't realize
mission. We
speed.
didn't realize there was
It was a
that we
race.
needed to do it so fast that it was a
Because
race.
we were
Yes,
checking for traps and doing all sorts of
no,
stuff.
yeah, we
weren't
treated
running
it
around
like a
crazy.
regular adventure, and we wanted to make sure we could finish it and to be doing it in a good manner and all that, and survive and stuff. But no,
so we finished dead last.
Yep.
That's okay. Yeah. So although they don't know it, this is a time portal. Do the arcane magic which created the tower transport those back to the days when the great central tower was still standing? Doesn't say when, but additional restriction must be imposed here. No one's allowed to leave the tower except by means of the recall amulet. Pestle teleport will not work through the walls, although they will work vertically. So there you go. So you're stuck here. Yep, kind of, unless the person who has that doesn't, use it. So, Scala, thanks. Alrighty. As you can see, yeah. Why not put dinosaurs in here? Back in time. Not that they were flying around when this guy was around, but yes. Yeah. So you got a Hyracosphinx, they're nasty, and you got pteranodons.
Sure.
Yeah. Pterodactyl types.
I mean, that would be pretty shocking for players, right off the bat. Oh, flying
Yeah.
dinosaurs. Yeah.
It would be. But that's just standard combat though, against creatures in the air. And then Earth ones, your Earth level. You got Sioux monsters, and you got a Medusa. That's nasty.
So this kind of leads into my story.
Go for it.
Okay, so Medusa. I'm playing with a couple of my friends,
Yep.
and they had an NPC cleric, as you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the NPC cleric got turned to stone by the Medusa, and they just kind of left him there. Yeah, I mean they couldn't revive him, so they just left him there. And when they left the ghost tower, they went back to the ruins and got the statue of their cleric who had been sitting there for thousands of years.
Ah-ha!
And then they took him and got him restored.
Oh, that is so cool.
Of course,
they wait. Yeah, that's a way to
yeah.
time travel.
Yeah,
You
the
turn
statue
yourself to
just
stone, you wait
just
thousands of
sat
years.
there for thousands
Yeah.
of years in the
Oh, that's
rubble,
awesome.
and they went and picked him up.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is fantastic. Time travel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man.
That is so cool. That's the way to time travel.
Of course,
Yeah.
after that happened, I made the cleric become an alcoholic, from the experience.
Yeah. That might be tough. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like to fossilize in D&D style. That's yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's yeah, Coop, we got some long time subscribers here, and we're really appreciative of it. Really, really appreciative. So we had something similar happen, but it happened in a weird way. It happened in a time travel into the future. And we had a guy, you guys know the D series, and there's that underground river, right? There's an underground river in the D series,
Okay.
WoW
Yeah.
series. And there's
The hex scroll.
one of the characters got turned to stone, and they were taking the statue with them. And then there was that water thing where the crazy boatman monitor is, like the Croatoan. And it got knocked off. The statue got knocked off and floated down into the water. When in the future, GREYHAWK, like way in the future, like with modern technology and stuff, he was a
Oh
statue in a
no.
park. Yeah, yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
Yep.
It's so lifelike.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time I was stoned, that was very interesting. Yeah, I can imagine Bane. I mean, that would be being turned to stone is probably pretty awful. So, yeah, that's great. That's great
Yes.
though. So you got sumo, yeah, the images in that. All right, now the fire level that has all right. There's a reverse gravity. All right, in the area, there's a reverse gravity in the area, and there's fire bats and a only one though, fire giant. Yeah, but you need to find the spot right in the middle, and then get reverse teleported, and you're going to crash land into the island right on the water level because it's upside down. And then I think there's a trap door on the water level you find right in that to go into the tower, and it'll flip you back. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a kind of a neat thing that he put in there, that reverse trap there, and you got Zidizactyl and all sorts of crazy stuff. In this in here, not for tournament use. Adenis Scythus. Wow, that's pretty nasty. Yeah, the Zidizactyl are really, really nasty. They're evil. If you don't know, they're evil. Evil rays. They worship Demogorgon. They're really bad, chaotic evil. They're like as bad as Sahagwin. So, all right, and then you got the Jewel Room, and that is. Let's go to the handout visual aid for this one. All right, so there you go. That's the fire with the giant. See, look, G. That's what a giant is. It's fire, and that's the water one. I think that's where you land. Yeah, you want to get to the island, if I recall, because that's
I
where
like that little
reef.
that island with the two palm trees.
It's so stereotypical. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all the cartoons,
Oh
like
yeah.
one or two little palm trees. That who
See, if
was
he
that?
had,
Yeah,
but
that's it.
if he had Ginger and Marianne, there would have been even better. But he didn't. He lost his nerve. Ed would have had Ginger and Marianne there. There's no doubt about it. Landing area. Yeah, you land right in the water, everyone. So this is actually we're able to get you pretty quickly. All right. And that's where you come up. That's the trap door. So this is nasty.
Mm-hmm. Very nasty.
It's really nasty. The soul gem is just there and it beams into a random location. But actually it's not random because I think it's there's a preset determination of which one it goes to. So let me go back down to that. Yep, here's the list. It only hits one area every round. But it won't be if you randomize it. It won't be in the round you're in on the initial blast. So suddenly, part of the room is lit with an intense, dazzling white light. As the spots before your eyes fade. 2 rooms object is floating before you. So there's a sphere around it, if I recall. You have to knock the sphere down to get to it. Once you do that, then you can just take it and wrap it or whatever. But while it's sitting here, here is what happens. If you get struck by this light, he or she screams horribly, a long, drawn-out wailing scream. The soul gem getting smaller near it gets. As the image shrinks in size, the volume of scream diminishes. There's a burst of radiance, and the images go on. The characters form like motionless on the floor. The body's dead white, and all the characters' possession. The victim's soul is sucked out of his or her body by the ray of the gem. The image of the
It
players, yeah,
sucks the color out of you.
yeah. That'd be kind of cool to see, though. That would be neat. That would be a neat effect. You know, it turns into a black and white image on the floor. Yeah. The image of the players. Yeah. This is before Isle of Dread. Isle of Dread came out when the Expert series came out there, just until '81 with Moldvay. Moldvay, a basic and expert there, Patrick. Well, this is pre Isle of Dread. Note. All right. So wait a minute. Note that any wisdom saving throw adjustment is used against attacks by the soul gem. But there was no save. Oh, I see. If you save, the character's skin, clothes, possessions, and so forth are all bleached to ghostly white color. And all magic items except are drained away completely of magic. Oh. Oh. That's a good place to if you have guys with too much magic.
hmm
Yeah.
See, now you like it.
No,
Yep.
I don't. No, it's okay. I ran it.
Yep.
I'm not running it again. The
You
gem is
know,
surrounded by an invincible force. Only has 20 hit points. It cannot be hit by handheld weapons or hand attacks. Any adjusted roll of 10 or better is necessary for the character to hit the sphere. Up to 8 characters can strike at any sphere at any given round. For each point of damage a character inflicts, that character will sustain 1 point of damage. Right. So every time you hit it, it's 1 and 1. So you gotta just bash, bash, bash. Or spells. Yep. After the gem is grasped by a character, it will not fire any more rays. The gem can be destroyed. Oh my god, the gem will shatter and release millions of souls trapped inside, who will insanely slay all living creatures in the tower. Huh. The party successfully teleports back to the seer. They will be congratulated and assessed and told that because they're familiar with the soul gem, the seer can locate the exact facet where souls of party members are, return them to their own bodies. If they were recovered, less happily to other bodies if necessary. There you go.
So as I played it, the seer is not a nice guy.
Right.
And when my players recovered that and gave it to him, he promptly went about trying to become a demigod.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, and I tied it into White Blue Mountain too, which is kind of interesting because that's what we were talking about last week.
cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not a nice guy. You're probably better off destroying it.
And so you're saying that he's written about in the Living GREYHAWK Gazetteer? Gary, Sam, anyone out there?
He's in there, but
Just
his
here.
motivations were purely my own.
Okay.
Now, if you want a lengthy article about the Seer of Ernst, there's one in Orth Journal that Rick
Oh,
Miller did.
oh, cool. Very cool. So it's not really, well, you have to because you can't get, so you don't have a choice. That the only way out is by pressing that button right back to the Duke of Ernst. There's no other way out. So you're kind
Yeah,
of stuck.
yeah.
You don't have another way out. So you don't, yeah, yeah. You only sent back the monk with his stone. Well, how did everyone else get out, Fourth? There's Curtis. Curtis, Fritz Winchester, everyone. Saturday night. I believe the seer is mentioned in the LGG, but only historically. Okay. Been replaced by Warners. That's interesting. So there you go. It's a tournament module that got converted into an adventure that can be some fun. I wouldn't rush it. There's no need to if you're not running tournament style. Don't finish it in one night. Take your time with it. You could soup up the traps even if you want, or you can make it worth their while for some other purpose, some other agreement. Change it up so that you're not, going back to the seer and the duke. There's a lot of things you could do with it. Like I said, originally this was not in GREYHAWK, so this changes were made to it. We don't, we can always try and find out from Alan what specifically they were, but he, a lot of times, remember, it's been 46 years or however many ago. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, Sam, you knew you smelled kumquat hair gel with Fritz there. Yes, very nice. That's a good idea. Kumquat hair gel. Yep. Had him in the first Tower of Gygax in 2024. Very cool. Okay, let's take a look at some of these. This is the one I think. So are they different? I think they're the same, Sam. All right.
I have never seen this, so I'd be really keen to know what the hook is for it. Because if you play the first one, you take the soul gem out of it, doesn't that kind of nullify the whole point of the ghost tower?
Let's take a look here.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks,
curious.
Rockfrog. This is the Living GREYHAWK Adventures. The Living GREYHAWK Adventure expected players bring their own characters with them. Whatever this is. Oh, thanks, Mandy. Woohoo! Second height. Thank you. Check the APL there for. Yeah. I don't know what that means. So. Michael Z. The place to be. Gotcha, McLeod. I'll catch you guys afterwards. The older days. So it's all right. So this is the older days. This looks like the same. Now this talks about the seer. He enlisted help. Oh, look, his Eli Tomaros is mentioned here, Mike.
Oh yeah.
The trouble was he didn't know how to use it. He enlisted this help of his comrade Eli Tomaros, the fellow seeker of Duber's character. Tomaros had stumbled across the Tome of the Black Heart in 565 in a curio shop in GREYHAWK City.
Mm-hmm.
And fell pages to discover much lore regarding the octics and their uses.
Mm-hmm.
The seer ventured to castle itself and attempt to wrest soul gem. So a little bit of a change here. Thank you for hopping us over. Yeah, Hammock's a great guy. Forbitan was a silent one of Keelan's adventure group had come to grief upon entering the chamber of the soul gem. So he was one of the ones in the original. All 5 of his companions were struck by strange white beams. All right, so according to this story, they were not successful, the tournament group.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah,
So,
I guess that's the easy way to.
yeah. So he stayed. Huh. All right. Thinking about all right, so the seer went in by himself, came upon Forbitan. Interesting. His plans at disarray, the seer retreated to Lukish to assume a more central role in court life, apparently by Chief Magistrate to the Duke. 2 of his famed pupils, Warnus and Jalarzi. And then it's Justinian's here. All right, so this is completely just changed up the background on this.
A modern retelling.
Yeah, well, yeah, seeing as like this is 25 years ago, modern, right? It's Living GREYHAWK core, yeah. So it looks like the seer is definitely a bad guy in this, Mike. You'd like this. When banished from the Duke's court, seer traveled, returning to Mar Castle.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the seer is doing a lot of stuff in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
For reference, everybody, Mark Castle and the Ghost Tower are both in the Duchy of Ernst area.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. 4 years have passed since the seer spread his rumors of the treasures awaiting the bravest of the Ghost Tower. So what this is saying is that they were not successful, and he went in and was not successful because he came across one of the original members of the group who stayed.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look and see what's different in this.
So what I think I remember now how I played it. My twist on things was the seer, the court wizard for the Duchy of Ernst, is Gallup Dreidel.
Oh, okay.
Who had returned after a long absence
That's
from the
interesting.
Flanders.
I
He had
like that.
returned and wheedled his way in. But he could not get in his own. I know the module says he can bypass his own stuff, but I think I played it like he couldn't get into Ghost Tower, and that's why he's conscripting, over and over criminals to go hunt down his soul gem to bring it back to him because he couldn't get into it. So yeah, I was trying to change it up. They wouldn't know any different.
I'm going to scroll. All right. So look, they got the encounters. It's just encounter after encounter set already, right? As you go through each room, it's just because it's in that style of.
Oh, that old living GREYHAWK.
Yeah. Half green dragon sturges. What the hell?
What? Huh? What?
Yeah, look, green dragon sturges are in here.
Are they mostly dragon or mostly sturges?
They're half, so.
Yeah.
Like, what size are they?
Yeah, I was going to say,
they're
it's like ghoulish
sturges.
13 hit points, mosquitoes, that's tough.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you need more than a swatter to get them. Yeah. It's like I saw, what was it? Ghoul sturges. That was another monster I saw that was kind of.
All right, so here, encounter 6.
Fancy.
Gallup Dreidel appears. Dreidel. I'm sorry, I'm saying. Saying dreidel.
I
That's so
like
funny.
dreidel. Yeah,
So they have him
sounds
return.
German.
Interesting.
He's not spinning a top though, Anna. Dreidel, right? That's what I should be saying. It's dreidel. It's all right. I am Gallup Dreidel, creator of the Tower of Inverness. I give you a free choice. Be my ally, be my enemy, or perhaps straddle the line between the two. Whatever your choice, I expect. Nay, demand your respect. Okay, so he is what's his name? The colonel from A Few Good Men. Right? So that's it. He's fucking.
He's not a good person either. Because the soul gem, if you remember from the first
Thank you for
module,
the hype train, everyone.
if you break the gem, it releases how many souls?
Millions.
Millions. So he's basically the biggest murderer in GREYHAWK history.
Let's see. Whatever you choose. If I were a polite man, I would ask you all, but in truth, I care not. Your names are irrelevant. Already, I feel the sands moving and call upon me. Be quick and yet be slow. You have no time, yet you have all the time you need. I always hated to hear the obscurantic doggerel that some mages used, but now it gives me pleasure to look upon your faces as you hang on my every word. Holy jeez. Give the characters 5 seconds to say whether they complete their action or not. Oh my god. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, thanks, Sam. That's funny. All right, so here's some answers to some questions that they may have if this all goes well. Me, I was here before to invoke devastation. I was master of the soul gem. I raised the Tower of Inverness, but then I asked myself a simple question: who wants to live forever? The Highlander. It's not the question that gets asked
Hey,
through the whole movie. All was bent to
There's
that
that
aim.
Scottish tie-in again.
Yes, and it would be on my turns. My hound, it seems to understand so much. The tower, it's timeless of sorts. The tower is a tomb to those who enter, yes. The soul gem is much akin to the tower in microcosm. You can get it sucked in. Like the tower, the soul gem has teeth and it will bite. The soul gem has languished in the tower for far too long. It's time to return it to the world stage.
What's that mean?
I didn't write this. Creighton Broadhurst and Eric Mona wrote it, right?
it can't be bad then.
Yep.
They're
Oh,
two
Creighton
awesome
Broadhurst and
writers.
Steve Pierce. Additional
Okay.
material by Eric Mona.
Yeah, but if Creighton had something to do
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it, then it's usually very good.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised I've never seen this.
Yep.
Yep. So there you go. Okay. The 5 Qs. So there's the chessboard trap. He comes in pretty early. Central room. All right, so they got the air. They got the levels still. The air. They got wisps, spot wisps, different monsters. They got just different monsters in here. Oh my God, they got a whole clan of Medusa. They got 2 Medusa now.
Ooh.
No, 3 Medusa.
Uh.
I'm sorry, 4 Medusa.
Or
Yes, and a bunch of monkeys. Fire level. Reverse gravity area. I didn't see anything in the fire level. So they're telling a story of what happened with the first group in here, and it goes through in each of these levels. You got to like kind of read this a little bit. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's something that I would ever use, but it's neat that someone came up with the idea. There's more here. Holy jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. There's how they get more in here? Oh no. Depending on the APL, oh no. It depends. That's it. That's the
Average
same
party
thing.
levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. So that it's not 4 of
Yeah.
them. It's just a change.
No,
over.
it's it's average
Yeah.
party levels.
Okay.
It's so depending on what party, how
I
strong
got
the
it
party
now.
is. That way you can
Duh.
have
It's
one
not
adventure
one
for many
Medusa.
different.
I'm dumb.
Yeah. No. It was
Yeah.
just the way they were
Yeah,
written.
thanks, Jeremy. I didn't ever use
Yep.
APL ever.
No, that was something for, I think maybe they used it in Pathfinder Organized Play later, but similar. I think they had high tier, low tier. It was the same concept. They're called differently.
All right, so Forbitan's still here, the sorcerer. Being a silent one. He's talking about the insolent cur actually tried to kill me. I bested him with little effort, trapping him in a soul rack I devised by studying the basics of the soul gem. But I am not a violent man, so I released him on the condition that he flee the tower and never return. Before he could leave, I relieved him of this. So, and one of the Octiches is here. And although it radiates magic regarding the planar gates and travel, I have not been able to understand how it works. So it swears and you want it on the condition that you best the soul gem and return that item to me. So he wants the soul gem too. So, okay. And then the jewel room. Interesting. So let's check a look at the possible conclusions here. Gotcha, Kai. The PCs never entered a ghost tower. PCs are in the soul gem. PCs never encounter Forbitan. How's that possible? Oh. Huh. That's interesting. Huh. So, the story of the seer and the first party to brave the ghost tower is related to you over an impressive banquet and safe return. In particular, great sport is made of the fact that they started the Dungeons and Duchy while your journey ended there. There are many questions regarding your encounters. It's clear that the tale of the ghost tower, you can done it for many, many months. So there you go. So, yeah. So basically, this whole premise on this is no one ever did it successfully in the first place. Okay, I can live with that. It would be like no one ever recovered Thrommel. You know what I mean? But we all know it happened. Just like this. So I'm gonna put this question out there. How many people who've ever run this were not successful in getting the soul gem, and the party was a wipe? I'm gonna guess. Ready for the answer? 0%. I bet you every group was successful, which it's only a 1 in 8 chance of the beam hitting you, right? Who does anyone DM to one? I'm not talking about a tournament, but when they're running an encampment style where you were not successful in recovering the soul gem, I want to see if anyone says they were. My guess is no. No one's responding, so that means
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty right. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna see. This is all the same. Anna, you should send Mike a copy. See if we'll get a good read out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it. Yeah. Yeah, he'll get a good read out of it. With his. All right, let's go next to the 5th edition version. Oh no, Mike, you got a 4th edition one. We're gonna do that next, right? You want to put that link in?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me double sound coming in a second here. We'll take a look at that. Take a look at that. Ghost Tower, February 7th, 2011. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's
Had-
different though. You never finished it, so there was no conclusion of success or not, Sam. That's different. Yeah. All right. D&D encounter. Who was the friend, Mike?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Probably Brian Blumklotz.
okay. I'm not sure the official title was something to do with a Phantom Brigade. Cool so far. I've never paid attention to D&D encounters, but when he told me this one involves Ghost Tower, try to hold back on the scathing condemnation of 4th edition as much as possible. Over
Yeah,
six,
back then it was really hard getting any kind of Greyhawk news during the fourth
right.
edition era. So I did a lot of blog posts on 4E material because it was few and far between.
So this is cool. The Nenter Vale. The worst is always on the way. So Fault World of D&D. Just the Fate of Greyhawk material in 4th edition. I never heard of it. Did this go by the wayside? The Nenter Vale. Anyone know that Nate term?
It's just the default world of 4E. That's it.
Wow.
It's the kitchen sink. They threw everything into it.
Okay.
Had its own map. It wasn't bad, but it didn't last.
Huh. Interesting. Comments. I always like reading your comments too. Hey, I just read the non-adventure cards. Most dismayed inclusion of the fortune cards with the DM's info package of fortune cards are not recommended but not required. Twitter buffs. Hey, this was not a modded World of Warcraft online session. Grr. Okay. Anonymous said Wizard of the Coast is returning to its roots. A card game. Magic Gang all over again. Then destroy role playing any way they can. Okay, that's cards. Mike Bridges said, huh, from the other blogs I've read on the subject of Twitter blogs, apparently Wizards has been doing them since last year. At the rate I can catch up with technology, I fully expect to be on tour with Twitter in another 5 years. Oh, that's funny, Mike. I don't know anything about these cards.
So 4E had these cards that would go along with it that DMs could hand out for little perks during combat, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think they were essential to play with. They were just another thing to, like hero point. You give out hero
Right,
points,
right, right.
they gave out cards.
So
Yeah.
there were cards in Living Greyhawk too, right? And that were given out as boons, right? Because I remember
Okay.
they had a fight with Morgenstaller that got sidetracked by someone with a card that
Oh,
had brought
okay.
it in just because of that one stinking card. And then yeah.
I
And
guess
then
that wanted to turn it into a magic
yeah, and Greyhawk
tournament or something.
Reborn
You never
had
know.
cards too. I remember that
Okay.
they
Yeah.
gave
Well,
out
I
cards
don't
too.
know, Rob. When 4E first came out, I was gaming at a comic book shop, a game store, and the initial release, maybe to stores, had these like booster packs of these cards that were 4E compatible. And I think the intention might have
Yeah.
been to, Magic the Gathering, make more
Yeah. They
money.
saw that making cards, then it's kind of a
But in
yeah.
hindsight, yeah, I don't really remember it ever taking off after that initial release.
Yeah, I can't remember what Living Grail group it was. We have to go back into a Legends and Lore, but they said a card that someone was sandbagging for that fight through the entire final combat after the entire weekend off. That they made it so that they literally kicked the crap out of the final boss with either removing its magic resistance or going first, or something happened with that card and it changed the entire fight. Yeah, the rewards for organized play. Jeremy says, yeah, yeah, okay. Well, that's cool, Mike. I'm glad that you caught this. That you did this back in the day. This is 15 years ago.
Yeah, the only reason I remember is because that graphic there of the ghost tower
Yeah.
that was from the 4E era. I
Mhm.
used that same little clip in several blog posts. I was just like, generic tower. Uh, it's one of them images that I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, let's go to the 5th edition one. See if that's different. All right, here we go. This is written by Alyssa Teague.
Yeah.
This is the one Josh said you couldn't miss at Gary Con. All right. Well, it's cool. I kind of like the idea, but taking them from one thing to another, I can see where someone gives out a card and like, man, that just ruins your whole day as a DM, especially if you don't know it's coming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can see where that would be a problem. All right, Chris Lindsay, this is editor. Mike Merles participated in this. Greg Marks did too. Names we know. Here's all the play testers. Let's see if we know any of these play testers. Don't know any of the names. None of them. Okay. All right, let's see what's different. So look, spell components are just going to give you this is how many components you have for that many times. Sixth, ninth level. Once begun, you have 3.5 hours, Mike, to get this done.
Nope.
Well, Anna,
One
there's not a
puzzle
lot
could
of
take an
detail in
hour.
this one as compared to the Great and Broadhurst one.
It's very, very kind of
Got it,
it's
Anna.
just a
Tell us how you feel.
no, well, this is just the very basic, and it was like we said last week, or when we discussed when they do remakes of this, they strip them of all setting information. They didn't want the setting as an idea even, so it's just
It's full circle. It went
yeah,
right back to convention play.
exactly. Now it's back to where it came from. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just like in 3E, they added and Living Greyhawk, then they added in lore, they added in, they wanted the setting as a concept. 5E stripped all of that out, and there's just D&D where you play it that has no ID. It's just D&D. It's just a game. That's
They
it.
don't care what the
Yep.
setting is. Yeah.
I think it was even worse than that. It was like per design, setting was not a concept. It was a game. That's why they made a D&D movie rather than the Forgotten Realms movie. So it's D&D. It's a game. It's not a setting. It's not a place. You play D&D. Period. Yeah.
Isn't
And
there
now we think you have the opposite might
isn't
be
there an
true. Now
animated
we'll see.
Dragonlance movie?
Sorry?
Isn't there an animated Dragonlance movie with Matt Damon's voice, or am I thinking of something else?
No, they're planning something
No, I think there
from the
was one like
rumors.
15 years ago, wasn't there?
Oh,
Anyone
I
know about
never
that? There
heard
was a
of that.
Dragonlance animated movie. Is that correct?
Never.
Yes, thanks,
Oh,
Rob.
okay. There you go.
Yeah, what year
Yeah.
was that? Yeah.
Ah, see, I
I
missed
thought
that
there
one.
was.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. It's a puzzle and trap heavy. So Hodar's back. The Seer's here. This is a reset. Zenithar, Phineas. Yeah, this is a reset.
That's also tradition. They reset it every time. Yep.
Well, yeah. So, the Living Greyhawk one is what happens after the original adventure.
Yeah,
This
but they
takes you. This
assumed
is
it
just
was
right
not
back.
successful, and this
Yeah.
just goes back. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have researched this option. Destroying it will destroy us all. Okay. All right. So, I bet they take out all the extra. Wasn't there a soul gem in a D&D cartoon?
That might very well be because they
don't
knew about the
remember.
soul gem in it
That's
goes
right. Kiefer
in the
Sutherland.
original guest star when they did the cartoon series. So yeah,
It's a pretty basic concept.
yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland was Raceland. That's right.
Cool.
So, trivia question. Kiefer Sutherland's greatest quote of all time. May I call you John? No, you may not. What movie? Come on, no one can get that one. My God. Yeah, thank you, Curtis. A Few Good Men, of course.
It's the second time it's been mentioned.
Yeah, what's that? Kiefer Sutherland wasn't in 24 Hours, Patrick.
No, someone mentioned A Few Good Men earlier.
Yeah. Well, that was because of the other quote I did. Yeah. Few good men, definitely. It's so fucking funny. He's like, no, you mean. All right. Wow, wait a minute. It went right to the earth level. Air level, shoot. Part 2 to Ghost Tower. This is like, there's nothing to this. Lower floor, courtyard rubble, puzzle. You must identify the symbol that when drawn in the sand would touch all 8 stones. And then it goes right into the ghost tower. Okay, so maybe they think, oh, this is all we can fit in 3.5 hours. Puzzle, shoot, air level, earth level. There's a golem. Water, stairs at a water level. That's, what the? I didn't even see a fire level. Did you see a fire level? Thanks, Brevin. Yeah, this one is super quick. All right.
I guess that's also a 5e feature. Yeah.
What, cutting out half the adventure?
Yeah.
Oh well. There you go.
Well, someone in chat, I apologize for not remember who it was, said that
Oh, there's
the
fire level. Oh, there's a
back
dragon. Holy jeez.
ooh,
All
that
right.
back
Well,
in the day they used to have 6-hour tournament sessions,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and you know, like it's by half that now, right?
Oh yeah, well, 2 hours or something. So yeah.
Yeah.
well,
But we live faster
let's
this
ask Curtis.
nowadays.
Curtis, the tournament that you were in every year that you won a couple years back, how long was that? Was that a 4-hour session or a 6?
Oh, that's 4. I've been in that many
You've
times.
been in that many times.
Yeah.
It's 4,
tournament.
and we've never got to the end of one.
Yeah. And
Never.
I've run adventures at conventions. It's been 5 or 6 hours, and sometimes 4, but usually 5 or 6.
I set my
Yeah.
games up for 9 to 1, and then it could go a little long, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's 4-hour plus. But I've been
Yeah.
getting pretty good on getting them done at 4, almost all the time now. But
Yeah.
so all right. So this one you got, instead of a giant, you got a dragon in it. All right. Oh, that's cool. And then the jewel room.
And this has scoring built into the adventure, so it's full on convention.
Full on
kind of-
tourney.
Yeah.
But this is this is a reboot basically.
Yeah.
There you go. Stone Circle, that's new.
Yeah, there's a lot of
This is all new.
illustrations and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that impressed by these illustrations and handouts, considering it's done by a billion-dollar company compared to when TSR was a $1 million company, a $1 million company or less. They had more, and 40, 50 years ago, they had put more effort into
all the efforts in the character sheets.
Yeah. But these handouts is something that the average DM could probably do better these days than this. Yeah.
Oh well. All right. I'll say the thank you for the living, letting us know about the Living GREYHAWK one, because I'm glad to see that they went and they are like, well, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
A what if scenario. What if no one was successful?
Yeah, but it's a good sign that they bring back
cool.
the classics, but it's kind of sad that they just strip the background from it and just use the name because people recognize the name. That's it.
Right. Well, it's okay. All right. Let me do this. What questions do you all have?
Yeah.
Let me know, or let us all know.
And thank you, Gary, for hinting at the other old cultures like the Torhuns and the Vati or stuff like that. That's cool. I
don't want to go
took a note on that.
Yes, it is Alyssa's module. She ran at GaryCon for the 50th anniversary. I think. I know it was run the 50th anniversary, but I think Alan Hammock ran it at the 50th anniversary.
But this was written back in 2018, so yeah.
Right, for Ventures League, but then it got ran at
Yeah.
GaryCon by Alan,
Mhm.
and for the I remember the 50th anniversary, everyone was running a
Yeah.
whole bunch of stuff. So
Dragon farts. Breath weapon. Yeah.
no, because it's not automatically ignited there, Patrick. You know, it's gotta have an igniter of some sort. So yeah.
What about Green Dragon?
Yeah.
Well, why? I I don't know. I've never. No one's ever asked. Believe it or not,
Nope.
Well,
all the
acid doesn't need to. Yeah.
all the toilet humor I have in 46 years, no one's ever asked about dragon
The
farts before.
dragon farts.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Lizards
Hey, Brett.
probably can't fart.
All
I'm gonna
right,
take
Brett
I'm gonna take a guess.
Brett was the one. Brett played with Alan Hammock. Thanks, Brett. It's good to see you, man. All right. What were your thoughts, Brett? Just generally, just tell us. Was it good? It's a little, it's a rehash, but it's not exactly the same. How'd it go? So good to hear. I knew there was someone I knew that ran it. So, but Brett kind of sucks. Curtis, that's not nice. He may save your life on Saturday, and you're saying that shit to him. Arabus may save Fritz's life. So it was amazing. Probably because of his sense of humor. All right, cool. Well, if Alan Hammock's running it, I guess it was good.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, more than once, many times. All right, so Return to the Ghost Tower of Inverness is there. I appreciate you coming on. I want to share something else with everyone too. Take Fritz down. That's wrong, man. That's just so wrong. You guys are mean. You guys are so freaking mean. Give me 1 second here. Any other questions about the Ghost Tower? I got to go somewhere, find something. Hold on.
Ghost Tower will inevitably be redone in 6th edition.
It'll continue to be constantly redone.
But
A lot of the
it's kind of
adventures
a
are,
tradition. Yeah. Tradition is to do the Ghost Tower in every edition.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't done in 2nd edition, though. That's the.
Well,
That's a
there was
good
no
question,
need.
Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Gary had a good question.
And we can wait for them to.
I'm thinking no.
I don't
Exactly.
recall.
Exactly. I don't think they did either.
Not that one. No, I don't think they did. It's a good question, though. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. So where the link is, Jeff's not here. All right. Just give me 1 second here. I should have prepped ahead and I didn't.
So yeah, I can see the Ghost Tower being, a monster like this. No, thank
Mhm.
you.
That one's sealed too, Mike, right? That one you were just looking at?
Yeah, I bought this at
There it is. I
GaryCon and
found
never
it.
opened it.
I found it. Okay, good. All right. So, God, now how do I do this? Oh, I can do this. I'm gonna put something in chat here so that it's saved. Give me 1 second. If I can find it again, I just messed it up. Oh, jeez. Somehow I messed it up. I can't believe I did that. I think I closed it out. Let me see if it works. No, shit. Okay. So I don't know if you've seen, but let me close this all out here and bring this stuff up. Anyone following my buddy Jeff Moore with his Dacia 10 maps? He
Yes, I
finished.
have seen that.
Okay.
I don't.
All right.
Have I seen those? I don't think I have.
All right. Yep. All right.
No,
So this
they
is
look cool.
he's got clean hexes. This one's clean hexes. This one is coordinated axis, and this
Mhm.
one's numbered hexes. Okay, yeah, they're all numbered. We'll do clean hexes here. All right, so he is. This has already gone to like copper for him. So yeah, they are on his. They're on Dungeon Masters Guild. and he's doing a lot of stuff with his 10 on his site. I had him on before, and he's actually gonna DM at Concoction, and he's gonna be playing in person in my game next Thursday. Yeah, and just got a lot of detail for his campaign setting with all sorts of locations and the GREYHAWK tribe and everything that he's worked out there, and he discussed when he was here that one
Oh
night with
yeah,
us.
now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's done a lot of work on this.
Yeah. But
Um,
he didn't have these cool maps back then.
no, like I said, these are available on DM's Guild. It's pay what you want, everyone. So
Okay.
yeah, it's under
Awesome.
Jeff Moore. Okay, More. And just did a real good job with them. So it's something if you want, 10's never been really detailed anything like this. So yep, it's there for you. Okay. Which yep, yep. It's got things. Yeah, Patrick, I tried doing it and I messed it up. Let me see if I can do it again. DM's Guild. Let me see if I can get to it.
I found a Jeff Moore, but
He has all this stuff is him. Dutchy and 10 knew. So he has
yeah,
the
but I don't see that. I see some high five vanishing lands. Is that the thing?
No, it's not him. More. I got it. I went right to it. You gotta go in DM's Guild.
Oh,
Here.
DM skill. I'm drive through RPG. Sorry.
Yeah, you
Yep.
want to go in the DM's Guild section of it. Here you go. Here it
Yep.
is. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I
Oh,
was in the
thank you,
wrong
Coldroma.
section.
There you go. There's a campaign map and all the other stuff. So he's got a lot of really cool things in the DM's Guild there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. And I just wanted to share that with everyone, saying he's doing a good job for GREYHAWK. And he said to pay what you want, so you can get it for free if you want. All those maps. All right. Very, very cool. All right, we got 10 minutes, so let's hype up a little bit more about the fundraiser. All right. Because he has all the yeah. Fritz the Revenant. That's funny. We have no, like I said, no stream tonight, even though they were supposed to be one first time on Wednesday, but they're all sick for Disorderly Dice, so that was a no-go. So, but tomorrow is our start. Right, we start tomorrow, and we have at 3 o'clock. So this is the earliest we've ever started. Game Master Eric starts at 3. All right, he'll raid into me. All righty, and I will be going for 3.5 hours. And Jeremy, Tony Winslow Brill. Oh, let me bring that up. So there you go. Cool, Brungel. There you go. Mutations of the Maw. First part. What they do Thursday will affect Saturday's group. And I will explain that in the adventure tomorrow night. By the way, Tom's playing too from my group, so we'll have six players, no NPCs in this. Yeah. You could ask him, Baker. I mean, whenever he's on a lot, so it won't be the last time you see him. He's just not on tonight. I think he's away. I think he's in New York. So, yep, that's gonna be a great group. We got 3 spellcasters. We got a priest. You got a hardcore fighter. You got 2 priests actually. You got a priest of Tritharion and a dwarven priest of Clangeddon. So you got plenty. Yeah. Yeah, but you don't know that it's going to be Fritz, Jeremy. You don't know. You'll see. You'll see tomorrow. I will explain it. I will explain it. Then it's gonna be interesting concept. Yeah. Mutations of the Maw, and just like I said, yours and Tony's favorite place we start, Jeremy, because if you recall, this is the location of Tony's dreaded double fumble, hitting herself in the groin twice in Trade Town. Yes, so that's where you're starting, in Trade Town. And here's the group, the good old group on the boat, minus Tom's character. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. He can be helped. It's going to be a fun. with Darling, Bones, Ed, Curtis, and Brett. What a group! That's gonna be fun. Therapy is intense and it's expensive. Yes, I have a feeling when if they survive, that Revelantar and Fritz will be heading to the Tickling Feather for a huge bender. So yeah. So that is tomorrow night at 7. Darling starts at 9. I might get my ETA reading into her is like 10:30. Okay, and then we go the rest of the time. Friday we got full Orc Skull, Troll Lord, Phantom NJ, Sparkles, Mandy. Good group there. Saturday, Ever Mysterious Tim on my channel, Sparkles Mandy again, Marquee Gaming, my event with Ed Greenwood, part 2 of this, and Folk and Myth at late night. And here is the banner for Friday night. There we go. So I haven't changed Brett's picture yet, but I'll do it for the next one. Right. What a good group that is, and then Sunday finish up with Phantom NJ, Stronghold D&D, and then the Gavin wrap-up show, which I'll start a little early on Sunday, earlier than normal. There we go. All righty. And thank you all for the support. We're getting there. Close that out. What? You didn't do anything, Mandy. Yeah, man. See ya. Thank you. Yeah, there's Game Master Eric, the Game Master Eric. That's the channel you want to link to. Follow it. Follow all of them. Mark Sparkles, Mandy too as well. Rate and chat. Follow them both. They're going to be streaming. Yep. Gonna have some fun. So, any other comments, questions about what's coming up this weekend? No Darling on, no Bones on this. Interesting. Guess because they got a lot of streaming coming up this weekend. Barnaky, he owes me money. It's another movie. Someone put that in chat. Yeah. All right, Mike, what's going on with you, man?
Well, I have a couple comics.
Oh,
See 'em.
Here's the first.
All right, let me go to. Whoops. Twitch again.
oh,
Should have. All right, that's first. Hit me up with the second one so I can close that out. Thanks.
Cultist.
All right. So first one is under 28, number 28, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is the fight, right?
It's
Post.
all action from here on.
Uh-oh. Fellow Underdark. At least we saw denizens who were ambushed while escorting out an elf out of Underhold. Is the Dark Elf and her minions merely bandits, or is there more to this meeting? Wise choice. 2 bags. My, you've been busy. Very busy. Looks like dice. No, jewels, actually. Mistress, it's the elf. Lost word and gag her this time. Uh-oh. Valindra. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Her adventuring party just caught up.
Ah. Aha.
Yep. Things are about to get real.
Uh-oh. That's bad news, or maybe interesting news. Yeah. That's funny. And the cultists. At last, the tome of the Black Heart is
yes.
mine, or ours. And look at him, he's in big. Yeah. Well, what's in it? I'm so glad you asked. Besides arcane lore and history, with this tome, I can summon the demon Curzit, craft a terrible iron golem, or create
If
a
you
portal.
remember the previous episode, Curzit
I was going to say
took a big bite out of him.
Exactly. He's
messed
so
up.
cool. He's you saved him, so to speak. So,
Or
yeah.
create a portal to the fabled lost city of the elders to find Eli Tomarest. Yeet.
And you taped over his mouth so he can't say anything this week. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. So what did it? Well, that was rude.
Yeah. So they went to all that trouble, and he's just like, nope. He gave the book back to Curzit.
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny.
So my Pearland campaign come to a interesting head yesterday.
Oh.
They finally caught up with
Sorry.
Drolsna.
I apologize that. So here, we got to go back. I
Oh,
wasn't
back it
sharing
up.
any of it.
Whoops.
My bad. Duh.
Sorry, guys.
There's the bag. I'm sorry. My
So all
God.
through the
I
comic,
apologize.
the Deep Gnome and his allies have been collecting gems
Yeah.
for a certain reason. And the elf that they're escorting, she escaped from the henchmen of the dark elf, including that shadow demon
Aha.
and so forth. So everything's kind of now come to a head. And the elf's adventuring group, they're a dwarf, a wizard, a
Mhm.
rogue, they have caught up.
Ah. Okay.
Shiny gems, Phantom. Shiny gems.
Very cool. Sorry about that, everyone. And then the cultist one.
Yes, and the cultists have
I
just exited the ruins of Mark Castle. They got the tome.
and then
After they fought the Iron Golem, after they fought Kurzit, and after they couldn't find Eli Tomarest, now that you have the book, and this is canon, you can actually do all the things that he's saying you can with this book. And he's like, nope, had enough of that.
yeah, after getting all mauled. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, that was rude. Yeah.
So next week, the dynamic duo will be venturing into another classic module.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let me think.
Yes. It might also be the topic of our next Legends and Lore.
Oh, are we finally going to do the G
Yeah.
series?
Right.
We're doing the G
Yeah.
series finally. There we
Yeah.
go. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. We've been holding off. All right, Mike,
All
and
right.
what's going on with Parentland? Sorry about that, everyone.
Oh, yeah. So they've been on the hunt of Drosna, and she has the black diamond that belongs to the Queen of Air and Darkness, and there's other stuff going on. But it all comes down to this big fight, a lot of vampire spawn, this and that. And I nearly killed the Fultus priest in the group, my friend
Oh,
Eric's character. I mean, it was pretty testy. She was in 5e, she's pretty badass. Her sword, she can one-shot people, or almost nearly one-shot people. But so they tough it out, they defeat her, but before they can get the black diamond, which is an artifact, the archfey boss, the faceless lady, creation of my own, she appears. She snatches the diamond before they can get it and takes off. And so the quest continues for the black diamond. It's just an ever escalating series of bosses they have to go through. But they're 12th level now. 12th
wow.
level,
Yeah.
guys. 5e. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm this close getting ready to throw gods at them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Damn.
yeah, it's getting crazy. But yeah, we're almost to the climax of this campaign though.
Very cool, man.
Yep.
We're glad to hear that. And thanks for all the sharing of all that stuff. That's awesome. Yeah. And appreciate the backstories on the Ghost Tower as well.
Yeah.
And what else? What's up with you?
The banners were a huge success in that sense. I got a lot of good feedback. So I'm working on the volume 2. I've done 12 so far, and with banners and pennants and stuff. And I'm going to add a few more, so maybe 15, 16 or something like that in this batch. And then
Nice.
yeah, and yeah, they've been good. And also Jay, Altamira is among them. So yeah.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
I'm
I'll
doing
use it.
alphabetically so I'm going from, and then I've
Yeah,
done a
you
few
nailed
here
it.
and there that I think were kind of cool in there. And also I will also have one of these deep technical articles soon because I've upgraded my how I do rivers and stuff. So expect some deep dive into there that I'm writing both so I can remember how I did it a few months or years down the line, so to speak, and also because I think it can be interesting for others to see behind the scenes, so to speak. So I've been doing 2 days or 3 days now of deep dive in programming, and I've solved a lot of stuff that I never thought I could. So I figured things out, and I never thought I could code, but this is visual coding, but I'm still now I'm kind of, why the heck didn't I think of this 10 years ago kind of thing afterwards. Once it's invented, it's why the heck didn't I figure it out? But
Well,
it needed to,
understood.
it was a long journey to get here, but once I figured it out, it wasn't that damn difficult. So yeah. So I just need to clean up the a little bit, but now it's more like stylistic choices and stuff. I got it to work. So that's the, because I was like, damn, it needs to work. So I kind of, I've seen the principle done before, so I needed to kind of figure out how to do it. So that's doing. And otherwise, I will enjoy the fundraiser, and so there's no mapping stream this week. Because the fundraiser and stuff. So I will enjoy the fundraiser and map away and stuff. So, but the banners will come out
Good.
this week. So, yep. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
everyone, Grim Sparkle is Jeff Moore. I already linked Jeff's stuff. If you have any questions about his publications, right there, you just reach out to Grim Sparkle. Okay.
And
Up, Jeff.
also, I'm going to Gen Con this year.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
With
Yep.
whom?
Yeah. It will be with oh, hang on a second. Now I've just Inkwell Ideas. Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to work with the Inkwell Ideas and Joe Wetzel. So I'm going to so help them in their booth and stuff. And so we'll be working Gen Con as usual. That's every Gen Con except the first one. Have always been a working Gen Con for me. But it will be fun. I haven't been to Gen Con since COVID, so it will be kind of fun to go back to Indy again this summer. And there
Nice.
are some folks that I get a chance to see at Gen Con that I don't see any other conventions. So yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's too big for me, but it's awesome. I mean, he's got a lot of people there. Lots and
Yeah.
lots of people. It's
We can be fun
granddaddy.
again. I haven't been
Yeah.
in some years, so it will be fun to go to Gen Con. So yep.
Very, very cool. All right. So, we got some other, with Patrick's donation and all, it's moving along. Why isn't that switching? Um,
Yep.
1360. Getting there. So, yeah, but it wasn't 50,000 people Tux back then. It was a lot, but it wasn't 50,000 right back in the day. All right, $1,360. The hardcore stuff will start. Fundraiser will start tomorrow, 3 o'clock with Game Master Eric, and then I will be on at 7 with a fun group of players. Wish them luck. Um, it'll be oh really the new Gamers movie's premiering. I was a Kickstarter backer. Interesting. Did not know that. Yeah, very cool. Jeff, did you get your badge for concoction? Just let me know. I'm hoping you're in there now, so you can put in games. It's if you all know, Ron is always good. Ron is always pushing for content, especially in this con coming up in May. So let's do
Yep.
the giveaway. Classic D&D reprints. I don't think I have any Ghost Towers of Inverness left. Let me check in the pile. If I do, that'll be one of them. I don't think I do. Ugh. No. All right. Choice of 2 here. Treasures. How about this? Ravenloft and Ravenloft 2 together. Still have them. Let's see what else. Still got Border Watch. I got a lot of X's. I got a lot of X ones. Crown of Ancient Glory looks cool. And yeah, Saga of the Shadow Lord. They're cool too. So I'll give you those options. All right. Alrighty, let's see who wins this. Then we're gonna raid into Stronghold tonight. Yeah. By the way, every stream will have standing for now. Every stream will have giveaways. Standard giveaways, not the donator gifts, but like 2 Troller Game gift certificates. I will get them all out tomorrow morning once Chuck gives me them. And he's got to give me 30 of them, to cover all of them. All right, so I will get all those out. All right, closing this out. Let's see who wins. Righty, winner tonight. I'll get this out in the mail tomorrow. Winner is Show Me the Dice. Amanda, your first win. Look at that. I'm gonna which ones? Well, I think I'll send you these. I'm gonna send you Ravenloft and Ravenloft 2, the classics. I'm gonna send you those. You know what? Actually, you should get you're doing GREYHAWK content. You should get treasures. I'll take care of you. You see him in tomorrow night in the game. So, boom. I already have your Jess. Dennis, you need to go to GaryCon and
Yes, you should definitely go to GaryCon.
Should go.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, is Lake Geneva farther for Dennis than Indianapolis?
I don't know
think
where Dennis lives.
It might be about
Windsor?
the same, I think. It's
How
further
far
west,
does Dennis live from Ed? Ed drives to GaryCon.
Well, Ed would drive to South America.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing. I mean, he would drive to Florida if
Ed
need be.
drives. Ed drives it.
Yeah, he drives at unhumanly distances. So yeah.
Yeah, you could catch
I
a ride
wouldn't
with
be
Ed,
surprised about
Dennis.
the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis, you should ride with Ed. That would be awesome. Yep.
Yeah, but you definitely should go, man. You need to get to him.
Yep.
Everyone on here. I mean, so many people are going to be there. All right, here we go. Raiding into Stronghold. Okay, and we will see you all tomorrow night for a fun, challenging, crazy adventure. Because that's what we do for fundraisers. Make them crazy here. Let me hit the wrong button. All right, see you all tomorrow. Don't forget Game Master Eric at 3 o'clock to kick things off, and I'll be here right after. Ready. Thank you all for support tonight. All right, nice. Alrighty, 81. That's awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 82. Back to 81. All right, we'll see you tomorrow night. Enjoy.